I'm kind of in a runoff sentence, so somebody save me. Craig, come in here, please.
No, well, so I real quick, Craig, shut the fuck up.
Wow, Jesus!
How dare you fucking throw it to me? You throw it to me because I have been.
He put his bubble glasses on. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man. Okay.
I'm crying over here. I'm crying.
What I meant was, I did not mean it to come out that wrong. I did not mean to be that mean. I apologize.
What's up, guys? It's our wrestling podcast coming back at you with another episode. This is Dave Vicious, along with Just the Total Package, and Craig the British Bulldog, bringing you our perspective on the world of professional wrestling. No inside sources, no ties to the industry, just stories from the diehards, sharing opinions with you. Today's topic, the legacy of AJ Lee. For audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And for video, check us out on YouTube at Our Wrestling Channel. And by the way, over here to our left, you can check out several other video and audio options. And don't forget, do us a solid and follow us on Instagram at O.W.P 2019. Jess will love you forever.
Or you could just not listen to us, who've been watching wrestling for fucking ever. Like I've been watching wrestling since I was 10 years old. Or you could just watch reaction videos where people just watch it and they go, "No way! No way!" Oh! Like, can you do that and they get fucking 1 million views? So you can go fuck yourself. Or
you can like and comment and help our algorithm.
Thank you, Craig.
Subscribe.
Thank you. I meant what Craig said, but I want you all to die. But like Craig
we love
is
you.
more right than me.
No, he meant we love you. We love everyone. We wouldn't be doing this for 6 years.
If you stop breathing,
for the fans out there.
But Craig is right. That's fine.
So,
who are we doing now? Legacy of Bad News Brown. So Bad News Brown. Well,
no, we're not. That's not
okay.
Right.
So with the recent re-invitation back to WWE of AJ Lee, she cut. I just gotta say she cut. Yeah, she lit it up. She cut a vicious promo in the very first week she was back after her run-in with Becky Lynch, which was phenomenal, and Becky was a big part of that. We talked about it on Scripted. Go check that out. Just put that down. But it caused me to reflect on something. And
go on.
I can't believe. Because I thought it was going to be one of two titles, the legacy of or ahead of their time. AJ Lee, it was going to be something like that. Jess, I thought it was going to be something of that type of nature, because I listened to AJ on the mic, and then I started to see some stuff from 10 years ago, because she's been gone 10 years. She didn't do anything. She just left. She didn't do independent stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jess. If she did something anywhere, you would know better than I would. But she didn't go to any other places. She went and got therapy. She went and bettered herself. She did other things like I heard like product lines for clothing.
She wrote comic books.
She wrote a book. She got therapy. She got healthy, and even talking about that in her promo, people were chanting therapy. That's how over she was with the crowd on day one.
So actually, the fact that you said that she was going to be a trendsetter, I never thought of that. I've actually been searching for a while now to do another trendsetter, and I just put legacy on here without thinking. So I wish that my topic that I sent earlier in the week that I know you got and you lied and you said you didn't get, I wish you got it, because maybe you might have texted me and said, "Hey, trendsetter's better."
Jess, be quiet. We're quiet. So take a little look behind the curtain here.
I don't have another.
Jess,
where are my second glasses?
He sent us our notes. Yeah, nope. Do you have a second pair? Jess claimed he sent us the notes for this episode 2 weeks ago. And we had a conversation before this episode started. He did not, and he had to resend them. So we are looking at these notes for the first time. And Jess thought we were shitbags that just did not read them. But that's not true. And we've hashed all out where I think we're still friends.
Question mark?
But I think we can still get a podcast out of this.
So I do agree with that statement that she is a trendsetter, and I put her in the same category as Paige around this time, even though Paige came around a little bit
a little later.
after. Yes. Yeah. Because actually, AJ, Lee, and Paige shared a moment together at WrestleMania when AJ knew she was leaving and Paige was just starting. And the reason why I cite those two is because they were two very different. I don't want to say darker because they weren't like negative people, but Paige was very goth and AJ was very she was very reflective of the mental struggle that she was going through, which we will get to later. She, talks about women positivity now. And
this poison spider gimmick. It was always like,
yes, she was always depressed and struggled with depression and stuff. And so, Vince didn't know what to do with it. However, Vince didn't bury her. He pushed her. Vince didn't know what to do. So she came along, and the reason why Trendsetter does fit her and Paige, and I note them both, is they came along at a time where Vince was not only dealing with the influx of this women talent that was coming up from NXT, he had no idea what to do with it, but it also turned into the women's revolution, which went even further. And so to where we see today, where we have Becky Lynch being just as over as any of the men, and a lot of the women wrestlers now, Rhea Ripley, Io, and all of them, they're just as fucking popular, just as important to the product as any man wrestler could ever be. And this is back, a while ago, and Vince didn't know how to do it. To Vince's credit, he didn't bury them or make a show out of them. They were two pioneers that were kind of before the four horsewomen that came up, if that makes any sense. Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, and Bayley.
Sure. Totally.
And so they were in this weird area of Vince didn't know what to do with them. But like I said before, to his credit, he didn't bury them. And he just kind of let them be who they were. Paige was who she was. And AJ was trailblazing, man. AJ was who she was. And that's why I think, her coming back sparked this, and I just attached legacy to her. And Dave's like, she's a trendsetter too. She was, and to Vince's credit, he had no idea what to do with them, but he didn't kill them off, and that's super important to note. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I sent you the notes. Yeah. I sent you the notes. You guys got
it. I have them right here. This is April Jeanette Mendez. She's born March 19th, 1987. She's born in Union City, New Jersey. She's a Jersey girl. Gym Tan Laundry. We just talked about this offline.
That's fake. That's a fake.
Yeah, it's very important. She grew up in a working-class Puerto Rican family that struggled financially, lived in motels and cars at times. Her difficult upbringing shaped her drive and her mental health advocacy that would succeed later in life. She was inspired by WWE female wrestlers like Lita and Trish. She trained at a wrestling school run by Jay Lethal. I didn't know that. That's cool. A respected independent wrestler, helped refine her craft. And she started independence like everybody does. This is from 07 to 09. She wrestled under the ring name Miss April. She worked mainly in Women's Superstars Uncensored. It's interesting. Why did it have to be uncensored? Prominent indie women's promotions.
I was going to say, I've never heard of that in my life.
I've not either.
So
never,
New Jersey?
Neither. Yeah. Although she wasn't yet a star, she stood out for her high energy style and emotional connection with the fans. And then she got into WWE developmental. So this is what was it? Florida Championship is what we called it, / NXT. So she was right at the cusp of OVW, right. So, she was right.
Was OVW before Florida Championship, Jess? Yeah, it was. Because Batista and Cena morphed to NXT. Then they were Florida Championship. No,
yes, I guess.
Or were they?
No, it might have been opposite.
No. They were OVW, but they never. Right. They were never.
Yeah, I think it was Florida. I think it was Florida first and OVW second. I'm sure the four people that listen to Dave are gonna disagree with me, but I'm gonna go on record right now.
I think you're right.
Well, all I'm saying is Cena and Orton, those guys, they were never technically NXT guys because
they were Ohio Valley Wrestling, OWP.
They OVW and they came right into WWF.
Yeah,
and they came right into. So to that point, this was right on the cusp of all that going NXT right at this moment.
Yeah,
so she's right. Again, she's right on these weird peaks and valleys that where people could get lost in the shuffle, but she was good enough to not get lost. So she signed in 2009 and was sent to FCW. She actually made history. She was the first female queen of Florida Championship Wrestling, and she was the Divas champion for that particular federation. She developed a charismatic reputation. She was fast-paced, very skilled in her promo work, stuff that we were talking about. It made her very much a standout on the main roster later. She competed on Season 3 of NXT 2010, which was an all-female competition, which was coached by Primo Colon. This is crazy.
Wow. Who else was on that show, I wonder?
Because NXT was, at the beginning, it was Daniel Bryan was part of it or whatever for the men's and all that stuff.
Right.
It was before it became a brand, NXT was like their, what was the?
Almost like a reality
it was like
TV show
it was a rehashing of Tough Enough. Like, they canceled ECW. Yeah. They canceled ECW, and then they started out NXT, which is like the next NXT, the next star. That was their whole like thing about it. And so they would prance them out on fucking Raw and SmackDown and make them do stupid shit. And, you know, at least the men. I'm not saying the women. And so NXT, before it was a brand, was a extension of Tough Enough in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to read some things that are going to anger you next. AJ officially debuted on the main roster in 2011. She formed a tag team with Caitlyn, known as the Chick Busters. Okay, so here's the thing.
They busted chicks. What are you talking about? What's wrong with that?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Any chicks with attitudes, you're gonna get busted. I don't know what you don't understand about that.
Chicks Busters.
I understand it. What I'm trying to tell you is
good.
I ain't afraid of no chicks.
Some fuckwad all off being
they had
shit.
backpacks and they shot
thought of that in the
plasma
back
beans
and they got paid for that fucking.
There's something wrong in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
Chick Busters. And Vince is all.
You know what? I feel like we're in the room now, Craig. Thank you for that.
That's as good as they're ever gonna get. Chick Busters, it is.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and what's funny is like I guarantee you, Vince has never seen a movie in his life unless he directed it or produced it. He's like, "What are you singing right now? What is this Chick Busters? What is this? I don't understand."
An original song.
Brothers don't fight. You know,
we should copyright it. If it's original, let's copyright it.
Yeah.
Marine 2, Marine 4.
That's insane.
The K movie.
Chick Busters. Okay, moving on.
Chick Busters 4.
We have some key storylines. Daniel Bryan love triangle was in 2012. That was a big one.
That was good.
She dated on screen Daniel Bryan, and he publicly dumped her at WrestleMania 28. This began her descent into the crazy.
That was the whole
character.
thing at WrestleMania, like when Sheamus beat Daniel Bryan for the World Heavyweight title in like 2 seconds or whatever.
In 10 seconds.
It's because AJ kissed him and distracted Bryan. Not on purpose. She didn't do it on purpose, and then Sheamus kicked him and pinned him. So she was a part. I remember that storyline where she was trying to hook up with a guy. Not like that sounded wrong, but like she was trying to use her seduction to distract men. She kissed CM Punk, John Cena, like Daniel Bryan she was with for a while. It was Daniel Bryan. No, sorry. It was AJ, Dolph, and Big E for a while. I'm jumping ahead.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I hope that kiss at WrestleMania was worth it, because that is the last kiss you will ever get from me. We are through. Now get out of my ring. I said get out!
Yeah. No, that was that. There's another funny moment of that. We'll see if it's in the notes, but we'll pass through.
Yeah.
CM Punk, Kane, Daniel Bryan feud. AJ inserted herself into the WWE Championship storyline. Became a chaotic X factor in the feud, showing her acting and promo chops, which she's fucking amazing. She was the Raw general manager. God, I don't remember this.
I don't remember that either. I don't know how I don't remember that, but I don't remember that.
Appointed as the youngest ever Raw GM, she mixed comedy and tension into the segments and eventually resigned due to a storyline scandal. This era cemented her as
I just don't like women. Get them out.
Multifaceted character in WWE. She's a 3-time Divas champion, by the way.
No.
Becoming one of the most memorable and longest.
Who said that? Who did that?
So, some key moments in Payback 2013. She defeated Caitlyn to win her first Divas Championship. She had her famous mocking promo and brutal mind games in that particular feud.
Sure.
And then we have the pipe bombshell promo. This is kind of what I alluded to in the beginning. She crushed these ladies. A scathing critique of WWE's Total Divas reality show stars, called them interchangeable, expendable, and cheap, breaking the fourth wall and igniting the reality versus talent feud. By the way, she in the back deliberately said, I will not do Divas. I do not want to do it. I don't think it's good for me. It's not what I want. Because somebody had left, and I can't remember who it was that left the Divas show, and they asked her to fill, and she's like, no, I won't do that. Many fans and insiders saw this as the spark that would later become the women's revolution.
Do you want to know what I see when I look in that ring? Honestly, a bunch of cheap, interchangeable, expendable, useless women. Women who have turned to reality television because they just weren't gifted enough to be actresses. Say it to our face! And they just weren't talented enough to be champion.
She has the longest Divas title reign, so that's 295 days until she lost to Paige the night after WrestleMania 30, which they made a movie about. You can go see Fighting With My Family. It's there. Too bad AJ didn't actually play the role. I think that would have been super cool. Probably wasn't the best time for her, but her feud with Paige from 2014 to 2015 was a highly praised rivalry with that British superstar. Was Paige British? She's not British, right?
She is. She's from Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Wales.
United Kingdom.
Wales, yeah.
Yeah. They traded that title back and forth, forming a frenemy dynamic. They wrestled their final match, teaming with Paige and Naomi at WrestleMania 31 in 2015. And then she retired.
No, that's what I remember. I remember they won the match, and then it was Paige's first WrestleMania. And so because Paige debuted the day after WrestleMania 30, so her first WrestleMania was 31. And I remember they win, and you watched AJ come up to her. She's like, hit the ropes and enjoy it, because she knew it was going to be her last show, like AJ. So like I specifically remember that moment of AJ being like, dude, fucking suck it up, like go, like.
And now AJ Lee, Black Widow, submission hold, AJ submission hold, the Black Widow, what's gonna happen? Tap out!
Here are your winners by submission, Paige and AJ Lee.
Just like I said, two great individuals always beat a team. You are true.
You're in for a rough ride, Paige. Like, like just go fucking do it. So like I remember that thing, and Paige got on the rope and she was emotional, and AJ's like, yeah. So and afterwards she left, and so AJ knew, this is my last fucking ride. Like, so you get up there and you enjoy, hit the ropes, like. You're gonna.
And was she with CM Punk at this point? And CM Punk was gone, right?
100%.
She was with CM Punk before he left, right? A little bit before, because I remember when CM Punk did the Colt Cabana interview, he was talking about being with AJ and loving her and asking her to marry him.
Being
blah, blah,
fired
blah.
on their wedding day.
On their wedding day, yeah. So they were together before Punk left. I don't know how long, but they were together.
That's some bullshit, right? I mean.
That'd be cut out.
This is not a CM Punk. This is not a CM Punk segment.
Because we focus on CM Punk so much, but AJ was a part of that, where Punk was fired on their wedding day.
Yeah.
And how difficult could it have been for AJ to just there would have been some women, and rightfully so, that would have made a scene. And men make scenes too, so don't make this a women thing, by the way. But she could have made a scene. She could have gone to social media and been fucking outrageous. She didn't do any of that I recall. She wasn't... CM Punk would say shit online. And by the way, men catch less shit for that than the women do. And that's not right. But she didn't do any of that. She just fucking just kind of went and let CM Punk kind of handle the front line of it. And she supported him 100%, it seems like to me, because this is 10 years later. They're still together. She comes out, and he couldn't be more happy. You can see the genuine happiness in his eyes when she came back. So it's like, dude. And I also believe that she saved his life, like in not a CM Punk episode.
And what did we all text each other? We all text each other that night, like, she looks exactly the same. That woman has not aged.
She legitly does. You know, we say that about a lot of people. She looks the same. I mean it. Like, she barely looks different.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right. So the biggest thing about all of that is, I would say not the biggest, but one of the bigger things was CM Punk was not feeling well when he was on his way out, and she kind of insisted, go see my guy. I think it was in Florida somewhere.
Yeah.
CM Punk tells the story. And, dude, he had a massive staph infection. He almost died. And none of the WWE doctors caught it. And I believe, according to CM Punk, if I'm remembering the interview correctly,
they didn't want to catch it. They were just Z-packing him to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were Z-packing him, but at the same time, she insisted that he go see this person. Hey, go see my guy over here. So I don't know if he would be here if not for her helping him. Like, again, little things about AJ, like, he brings them up briefly, but like, you're like, dude, AJ might have saved CM Punk's life. We might not be seeing CM Punk in the ring now if not for AJ Lee. Just, hey, you CM Punk fans, you should be thanking her for that. So little things like that that are big. Obviously, CM Punk had that highly public and bitter fallout. The context suggests these things are the issues why she was leaving. She was also getting really focused on her mental health, writing, and advocacy. WWE gave her a quiet send-off, but did later acknowledge her contributions. By the way, that send-off was a squash by Nikki Bella.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
She got squashed for the title like in 30 seconds. And
this run will be her crowning jewel, and she will be in the Hall of Fame soon, I'm sure.
100%. It may only be like a year of contract or something too. So we'll see. So she's post wrestling. She's an author. It's called Crazy Is My Superpower. She wrote it in 2017. It's a memoir that details her childhood, her mental health, and struggles, including like bipolar disorder, her journey with wrestling. It became a New York Times bestseller. Probably need to go and read that one. I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, it's called
should go read that.
Crazy Is My Superpower is the name of the book.
Yeah. And I think that's very, very telling. That's a perfect title.
Punks, tell me about it. I'm just kidding.
Right. Right.
Oh.
She's highly praised for being raw, funny, empowering. And she's also a big mental health advocate. So she became a vocal spokesperson for Mental Health America. That's MHA. Various anti-stigma campaigns. Frequently speaks out about the importance of representation.
It's obviously a big reason why she's come back. Like, obviously with the Raw promo with her and mental health, like she wants to make it a focus. Like, I think this is going to be her kind of love letter back. Like, that's going to be her angle, which is great. It's really great.
Yeah.
And so I went on a journey to accomplish all these other crazy dreams I had in life, and I did it. But most importantly, I went on a mental health journey. I wasn't healthy. I needed to take care of myself, get right. I went to therapy. I got treatment. Therapy, yeah! Cheer for therapy.
And again, I know I kind of talked about it in the beginning, but she cuts that promo after Becky puts her over the week before. She comes back and talks, and and I went and got healthy, and then like she's got people chanting for mental health in the stands, which is great, especially in the turbulent times that we're in now. To have someone to speak on that and be very
1000%, Dave. Yeah,
sincere about it. She was on point, and it's what people wanted to hear and needed to hear. And I'm still ashamed of myself for not realizing what AJ was capable of doing.
Yeah, because Dave,
ago.
Dave, it wasn't overtly put in your face because I had nothing to do with that. Like, Vince didn't know what to do with it at the time. He didn't know that he should have spear drove that. And, unfortunately, we're just now catching up to the fact that, like, not only is mental health a thing and should be focused on, but also women have a harder time. And so they should be, like, recognized and understood and, put out there. They're just as important, right? So, like, it's easy to look back and beat yourself up and say, like, we should have seen it. But, like, it's time now, and let's just take advantage of that time now. Because, like, it's easy to beat yourself up about the past. We can't do anything about it, and it's time for women now, and they're just as important. They always have been. And then if you have mental illness, it makes it worse. Like, so you're here now, and I really hope this last run of hers is that shining star, like, to just put the punctuation, at the end of the sentence of, like, let's just fucking. They're just here, and they're just as valuable as the men. I talked earlier about Rhea Ripley and everybody else or whatever. It's time. It's been time. It's been past due, but it's time now.
Go ahead, Greg.
I think AJ had the unfortunate distinction of being like in the quadrant 3 of like the 4 quadrants of like women's wrestling. Like Moolah was the first, whatever. You go 50 years with it. And then it kind of went like the Trish era, like the sexy girls, not quite the diva era.
It's the sexy girls learning how to wrestle, like her and Lita and yeah.
And she's in that third phase of like the divas era where she was still super athletic, but not ever going to like headline a WrestleMania. So she's missed that fourth kind of like section of female wrestling, right? And then I'm scared for her, and I'm optimistic for her, and I hope to God whatever she has in her mind, like she fulfills her legacy, and she can go toe to toe with Rhea, with Tiffany Stratton, with Charlotte. I mean, I'm not sure. But I hope for the best, man, and for her own legacy, like. To actually be a part of this fourth quadrant.
Because I feel like she should have been around now, like in a weird way. Like, and it's awesome that she's preserved her body and looks great and everything like that. Because like now she can, to your point, Craig, be a part of today's wrestling. She was almost like 10 years too early, like in a weird way. But like the fact that I named her and Paige as 2 trendsetters, like, and maybe I'll just do the Paige trendsetter one and to satiate my trendsetter one. But yeah, no, AJ is. I think there's going to be some great shit that we're going to see. I hope.
Well, think about it.
I truly hope so, and I think there's no way she's not with CM Punk by her side, and she's always done like the Hollywood movies, and she helped with Glow and all these films. Like
she does a pipe bomb that's like it mirrors CM Punk, but it's Triple A. She's like hi, and she says hi to the fourth wall, and then she's like she mocks Stephanie McMahon.
Think about the things that AJ Lee was not here for because it didn't exist yet. So there was no women tag team championship availability. There was no intercontinental championship. There was no 2 separate world women's titles. There was a Divas title, which is not even. Close
she was still in popcorn matches between like the biggest ones on the card.
Bro,
like it wasn't that point yet.
There was no women's Survivor Series match. There was no fucking women's Royal Rumble. Yeah. Like this is all available to her at her disposal at this moment. So just
obviously she cares so much about her body that her abs are. You can throw quarters at them. Like she's literally like we talked about earlier. She looks like she did 10 years ago. She's got the abs. Obviously, she's got the mental part of her body. Like the rest and the creative. Like she's gonna kill it. It's gonna be incredible.
It's actually quite scary if you've conquered the mental health piece and you know how to harness the like she said the crazy personalities that she had in her book and everything else, and she can put that into a promo. Which, by the way, she did. I love this picture. Just by the way, it's her in the leaning on the ropes, and I could just see in the corner CM Punk's fucking face.
Yeah,
he's all like,
and he's so happy, which
proud.
is good. So, and again, it was one of those things where Becky coming out and Becky doing a fantastic job of putting her over, and then talking about her title, and AJ looking like, oh my god, I forgot I had this on, and that was like the funniest thing. Oh my god, I totally forgot I had this. Did you want it back? Come and fucking get it. I didn't think I was going to be excited to see her back because I just didn't know better. I'm glad that I know better now. And again, like Jess says, nobody's fault, but we did sleep on her. And I think again we We didn't know what we had. I think this is a super injection into the arm of women's wrestling on WWE side. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. Anything else, Craig, to close this out there? Or
no, I think that it is. I think that we might see the best of her, even though we just did an episode on everything before, like she came back.
I almost can't even recall like how I know her wrestling ability was good, but I can't recall how good. And we might see something we've never seen before too. She might have been doing
It was
some
a different
work.
style, but I think she can adjust. I think it'll be. She's got to be more technical. It's less like spot.
Oh, she's
more
at
of
the
a full
performance
match.
center. She's training. There's no way she's
Yeah,
not.
she is.
And by the way, maybe
She's
less
gonna be
is
ready.
more. Maybe less is more there. Maybe some of these highly technical wrestlers, where everything's a huge move every 5 seconds, maybe she'll teach them to slow down, and we're going to see some fantastic storytelling in the ring.
I don't think
know.
she wouldn't have signed and wouldn't have done this if there wasn't a great storyline for her or for the next year, mapped out, where she's gonna be incredible.
Oh man,
She puts the work in. She always has. It's her passion,
Maybe she'll
deep down.
awkwardly turn heel and then turn back face in 4 months. It could be.
Oh my
Could be.
god, Jesus, bro. All right. For audio fans,
I'm spitballing.
No, it's good. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I mean that'll be fine. Give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, and
Only
iHeartRadio, or
50
watch
more
our videos
appearances
on
of
YouTube
AJ Lee.
on our wrestling channel, and make sure she wrestles The Rock in November.
Yeah, she faces the Rock.
Unless you're left for
he is
several other
slimming down.
videos.
He is slimming down.
Yeah, trying to meet that weight of 120 pounds. Please give us a follow on Instagram at O.W.P 2019. For Craig, Jess, and myself, this is the O.W.P signing off. Have a good one.